Sean Hoare, disappointing overall game, and I suppose performance from both sides, but a clean sheet, you got to be happy with that, especially against the firepower that Cork City have.
Yeah, as a defender, you're always happy with a clean sheet, and I thought we played well. If we play patterns of play we had during the game, especially in the first half, I thought we're very good. So I think if we can do that against most teams, I think we'll beat most teams in the league. You know that way.
And Cork City, obviously, they pose a very tough challenge. But I mean, it shows because St Pat's haven't had the best of starts to the season. But I mean, it showed a great quality to keep them at bay, and they didn't really have any clear-cut chances.
Yeah, apart from the one that just clipped out the bar up there, but yeah, it wasn't much, to be honest. But apart from that, we deserved that clean sheet, and I think you can't really assess it until, say, a third of the way through, where you're kind of thinking you're going to end up, but it's still early days. So if we can just nick points everywhere, we'll definitely be up there.
And with someone like Conor O'Malley back in goals, I mean, he's not got nearly the experience that Brendan would have back there, and probably like Brendan has bags of confidence.
Yeah.
But is it strange playing with a very relatively inexperienced goalkeeper behind you?
Well, I actually played with him in college, played with him in minutes, so kind of familiar with Connor's, and I know the quality he has. He's only 19 or something, so he's a big man for a 19-year-old. You know what I mean? So so I like playing with Conor. I've done it for the last couple of years in college, and he's going to be a great keeper.
And what's last year? Obviously, the duck was broken in the FAI Cup. The year before that, the Pats won the league. I mean, there's obviously always huge expectations at a club like this. What's the goal for this season?
We want to get the two of them back. I think if we win one of them this year, we'd be very happy. But first things first, we want to retain our cup, and anything above that is do well in Europe, obviously, and anything above that is a bonus.
All right, thank you very much. Not as involved as you might have liked to have been tonight, but it's a disappointing result coming away from St Pat's, considering Cork City have shown a lot better form this season than tonight.
I suppose we maybe could have nicked it at the end, but I think when you come away from home to places like this, I mean, when you come away with a point, you have to come away with at least something. So we're happy enough to come away with a point. It was kind of an ebb and flow game. They had their spells in the game, we had our spells. Like I said, we could have maybe nicked it at the end, but we're happy enough with a point, to be honest.
Pats haven't had the best of starts, so you would have been hoping to come here and maybe take advantage of that. True. But listen, they're a top team. We knew that coming into the game, the quality they have. That we need to be on our game. They've got individual players, and I think we did perform well in the game. Like I said, we could have probably nicked it at the end, but they're not having the best form at the moment, but I'm sure they'll pick up their top side. You were obviously at Drogheda last year, and I mean, that's a very different kettle of fish from being at Cork City. I mean, it's like no disrespect to Drogheda, obviously they've a great history and stuff, but Cork City is one of the biggest clubs in Ireland, and huge expectations there. Exactly, yeah, the expectations huge. It's another step up, and obviously the expectation of the whole club and the team, especially this season after coming so close last season, is massive. And I mean, you can see day in day out with the determination of everyone. We want to go one better this year, so that's what we're looking to do now. How exciting has it been to come into this really ambitious setup? John's a really ambitious manager. He's not he's a young enough manager, and he's got the team. You lads probably run through walls for him. And then you come in and you come to Turner's Cross, and there's 6,000 people there every week. It's crazy. Yeah, it's brilliant. That's what I mean. The fans are going to be massive for us this year, and you see even tonight we had a great showing from the fans coming up the road. So, but at home, especially like you said, we're getting 5,000-6,000 people, which is brilliant. It's a great lift for us, having the place rocking, and it's a bit of a fortress. That's what we'll have to make it this season. And the way John has it set up and playing, we're going to be difficult to beat. But I think anyone's going to find it tough to beat us, especially at home. Finally, how tough has it been for you to adapt? Because obviously you would have been obviously not trying to be too cocky or anything, but you would have been one of the bigger players at Drogheda last year, and to come in and you're now fighting with the likes of Liam Miller for a spot in the team and Colin Healy and stuff. Oh well, yeah, it's like I said, it's a change from last year. There's the competition for places is unbelievable. There's competition everywhere, but listen, training with the likes of Colin Healy, Liam Miller, Alan Bennett, the likes of them day in day out. I mean, you can only learn off them. So it's been good for me. I just have to keep my head down, keep learning, keep working, and hopefully I'll get a bit more action than I did tonight. Hopefully. Thank you.
Morgan Langley, obviously not involved tonight, but a very important point against a really, really strong Cork City team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're up in second place. We're in fifth. We're fighting to get some points back that we lost earlier on. So, it is an important point, particularly when we go down to 10 men.
How important, or how different has it been to settle into coming here to Ireland? It's totally different to anything you would have experienced before.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot so far that I'm adjusting to. The style of play. I mean, you can see big players go all over the world and have trouble adjusting. So, I'm trying to adjust the style of play right now. Not only that, but cultural things as well.
How have you found living in Dublin?
I love Dublin. Dublin's a great city, so that's been great so far. Really enjoyed that.
And since moving here, obviously there's been the big American player who would have played here before would have been Ryan Guy. Would that be a feat you'd like to emulate, his success here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know too much about Ryan Guy's playing style. I know he's a quick, athletic guy. I think we share that trait in a sense.
Yeah.
But absolutely, he's a fan favorite here, so I can only hope to emulate that and become a fan favorite.
And you mentioned that the people do struggle to settle in places like this, but how has it been with the likes of Liam and the lads here as well, knowing that there's two just to your right there? What have the lads been like?
Liam's been nothing but class for me. I mean, he's only helped me out. He traveled all over the world and he understands some of the difficulties in settling into a new place. So he's really helped me out in that sense.
You've been involved in obviously MLS sides and stuff, and I mean you'd have to argue the League of Ireland is probably not at that standard yet, but a lot of teams do, a lot of players, it's the adaptation, like you're saying, that's more difficult than actually necessarily the standard and stuff. How would you rank the standard League of Ireland so far?
I think it's very good. There's a lot of very intelligent players here. They really understand the game very well. They're looking to play quickly. They're looking to play with really a lot of good technique. I think in the United States you see a little bit more athleticism, and that's a little bit of a difference, and that changes the game, and that changes the mental part of the game and how you approach it. So that's kind of been my change, is a little bit less athletic, going at players with your speed and your athletic ability, your technical ability. It's more, let's let the ball do the work here.
And obviously St. Pat's have a huge history. They won the FAI Cup last year for the first time, 52 years, and they won the league the year before that. Those are obviously the feats that the club want to achieve. What are your personal goals having come to Ireland now?
I just want success, to be honest. I think that's trophies. I came here knowing that this club had a good history, and I want to be a part of that. I want to help the team move forward. I want to be a part of that. Hopefully, we can win a league, and hopefully, we can win a FAI Cup. But I'd love to contribute in that sense.
All right, thank you very much. Ross Gaynor, obviously it's disappointing to not get the 3 points considering how Cork have been doing so far this year, but it's a very tough place to come, and to get any points is important.
We had a chat at the start of the year, and we said obviously the four big teams would be probably Pats, Shams, Dundalk and Sligo, and I think we've set our team out not to get beat in them big games away from home, which everyone's got to do. If you come away with anything in them games, I think it's a good result, but we had two very good chances in the first half. They had a good chance with Fagan as well. It was kind of, if we had scored, I think we would have kicked on, but Pats are a great side, and to be fair, to get a point's not a bad thing.
It's as I say, it's a very tough place to come and to play. I mean, it's a tight enough surface. You've got the fans shouting pure abuse at you for the whole 90 minutes, and it's a really it's a tough place to come and play, isn't it?
To be fair, the pitch is nice. Do you know what I mean? It's all about the pitch, and it wasn't that big of a crowd, but we're probably used to playing down in Cork. We've averaged probably 4,000 or something, so the crowd wouldn't really intimidate us in that way. But as I said, to get a point up here is a good result. No matter what kind of team they put out, we put out our strongest team, and I thought a point was a fair result in the end.
You mentioned last week, I think it was that you had just been involved in one of the best team performances that you'd ever been involved in. Was it against Drogheda? Derry, yeah, that'd be right, yeah. And that sort of team spirit seems very important at Cork City this year, and the whole community spirit there is very good, isn't it?
You'd have to be down there and play in front of the crowd. It's fantastic. It's the best experience I've had as a footballer, playing down there week in, week out with the 5,000. We had over 5. Well, they said 5,100, but there was a lot more on that ground. And
I've not been there. I've been to see Cork playing UCD, and there's been 4,000 people in there.
Yeah, you have to go. It's fantastic. See you later. And the pitch is always immaculate because nobody hardly plays in it. So I'm enjoying my time there, and I think we're going to kick on now and obviously push Dundalk, and I think Pats will be thereabouts, and obviously Shams as well, so it's going to be tight towards the end of the year.
Obviously Cork always have huge ambitions, but after the few seasons prior under Tommy Dunn, there'd been, like, the expectations hadn't been lowered, but it wasn't. Last year nobody really expected they're going to be challenging for the league or whatever, and I mean now it looks like Cork are one of the favourites.
Have you met him?
Yeah, it's true.
That's the reason why. Like he if you don't give 100%, it's not good enough. Simple as that. Like I thought I did probably my best game last year for Cork, and obviously he slated me after it. So if Sheps had taken any of his chances today, we probably would have won the game. But John's a winner. John's always wins. Even when as a player, he was a winner, and I think he's trying to bring that mentality out in us. 3 points in every game is what he wants, and we're going to try and do that. And obviously a draw tonight, I think, is still a good result, but we'll move on. I think we'll draw it next week, so hopefully we get 3 points there.
That sort of thing, though, like you're joking around with the lads, like you've a great reputation with the fans and stuff. And I mean, it seems like the whole community there is. It's like it would have been at Sligo at the time when they won the league. Like the whole community in Cork is around Cork City, and I mean it's on a much bigger scale now, isn't it? It's massive, isn't it?
If me, Sheps and Jalali's got a house, like, and it's like every day there's someone around playing cards, like you've got every different type, all the type of lads are coming in. Like hats have been shite since you've come in. Oh my god,
best left full in the league. Best left full in the league. Used to be the best left winger in the league.
Oh, stop. Ring you. Nice one.
I just came the window.
Cork's a lovely place to be. Like as I said, like we've a nice house down there, and there's always lads just coming in without even asking. To be fair, I'd like a little heads up beforehand, but that's just the way they are down there. Like it's family oriented place. Like if you look at a lot of lads, we've the captain there, Johnny Dunleavy's he's from Donagh, but you think he's from Cork.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? John's got that mentality where if you're playing for Cork, you're from Cork, and I think as I come in, like I'm settling down in there and really enjoying it, and I'd like to stay there for the rest of my career. Hopefully that can work out, but yeah, I'm loving it down there.
Alright, thank you very much. Liam Buckley, it's the kind of game that no one was ever going to win that one. It was just both teams cancelling each other out really well.
Well, I mean, Cork are a strong outfit, very strong squad. They came here, played reasonably well tonight. I thought we've done okay. But I thought if anybody was going to win it would have been us. But we've passed it reasonably well. But as you say, it's a top team. So look, we'll settle for the draw.
You could tell, especially when Kieran Jalali, sort of a midfield-based player, came on for John O'Flynn, who's very out-and-out striker, that they were going for the draw here to just get anything out of Inchicore.
Yeah, well, I thought all the creative play was done by us, in fairness. The one few bits and pieces they had in the first half was a long ball and playing off the long ball as such, where we were trying to play through the areas. We'd be a little bit disappointed. We for the one or two chances we did create, we didn't score. The keepers made a really good save in Christy Faye in the first half, header across from Conan. But overall, look, it's a draw. We move on.
Some of those chances that Christy had, it's the sort of thing that, like any other game of the season, he was going to score those.
Yeah, sometimes that happens from a forward point of view. You might only get one chance next week and score. But look, they're in the right areas. As I say, in patches we played quite well tonight. We just need to get that over 90 minutes. If we do, I think we'll do okay.
It's obviously it's been a slightly rocky start to the season, but these sort of results, it's not exactly a win, but it's a very strong performance against Cork City. It's who are obviously going to be challenging for the title, hopefully with yourselves.
They finished runners up last season to Dundalk on merit. They done well. They deserved our amount of points that they picked up. I have no doubt they have ambitions to go one further from last year. We have ambitions to get back to winning ways and see where we can end up at the end of this season. Bearing in mind we've won it a couple of seasons back. I have no doubt Dundalk don't want to let it go. And I have no doubt Rovers have brought in, and their expectations will be they've got to be a top team. We all can't be, so from our point of view we just need to muscle in and get as many points as we possibly can and see where we go.
The Pat squad on paper, it doesn't have the massive names that the likes of Cork or Shamrock Rovers and thing would have, but it does have a lot of players who've played together for a few years and a lot of good young talents and stuff, and there is a bit of depth in that squad. Yeah,
it'll take a little bit of time. We've got some younger lads like Jack Bailey and Sam Verdon who did particularly well the other night, the Leinster Senior Cup playing. Jamie McGrath. We've got some top talent coming through from that end of it. They'll just need an opportunity to get into the team, but they need to just bide their time on it. We've got a strong squad from an experience point of view, and I've no doubt from our point we just need to, if we can just muster up another notch or two, we'll be okay.
and like the squad seems to do, like a lot of the players will have been playing with each other since you really came in a few years ago, and and the new lads seem to have gelled with the other lads pretty seamlessly.
Yeah, as I said, we do have a good balance of experience and youth. All our experienced players, once we get them all back playing, like unfortunately we had Ian Birmingham suspended tonight. Yeah. Greg Bulger was ill. Jason McGuinness was injured. He's just coming back. We'll probably have him back for next week. Overall you have to mix it up, but you need your squad, and Cork have a decent squad, as do the Dundalk and Rovers. I'm happy with what we have, so we just have to muscle down and get our results.
Conor O'Malley is obviously he's a young goalkeeper. He hasn't got nearly the experience, and definitely not the bags of confidence that Brendan Clark has. But he looked confident tonight.
He's done great. He's done great in recent weeks. He's come in. Brendan picked up an ankle injury and kind of stepped in. I know issue. We signed him, Dave Campbell, myself, at the start of the season. Looked around, and he's a top talent. He'll be a top keeper. He's done really well for us in the last few weeks, and I've actually no complaints there.
And Bows next week, it's one of those games that it's going to be an intense atmosphere. It's going to be like the two teams, obviously they're the big games on the calendar, the Pats and Bows games, and it's going to be a very interesting game.
Yes, it will be. We're looking forward to it. Keith's done a great job there. They've obviously picked up their results. They're a few points ahead of us. We know how difficult it will be. That said, we're looking forward to all our games. Once we get our performance right and we're clicking in, we look forward to anywhere we go.
Thank you very much.